Hi. Oh my gosh, as I said that, my phone just started going off. Hello. Hi. Hello. Oh. As usual, right on the dot. And it goes, and it's a hit. It worked. Of course it worked, even after I'm gone. Thank you for that autoclave, Rip. And thank you for checking in, and thank you for the sub. Thank you. Appreciate that. It has been a bit. Thank you guys. I hope everyone has been well and jolly and great in our February. I haven't streamed since like mid-February. And now it's March. Hello to March. And can you guys believe it? I feel like this year has kind of been moving real fast. I was aghast today when I thought about how it's already the first week of March is over. And I don't feel like I've done anything. I feel like my mind is still in January. It's a lie because I've actually been doing a whole lot, at least work-related things. It's that Q1 crunch happening right now. That's why I also have been way too busy to stream. I have been trying to make a lot more YouTube videos and some shorts and all that because they are easier to do, you know, like in tiny little chunks away from, you know, streaming versus sitting down for a whole hour plus. But I have some time this weekend and I wanted to say hi. Hello. How is everyone? I'm hoping I'll have more time this month, but I don't think I can do too many streams. Because of that, I probably won't be doing more videos. I've been busy anyway. I'm probably gonna go sleep soonish. New work schedule. I wake up at 3:30 a.m. 3:30 a.m. That's pretty gnarly. Go to sleep. It's you get all the rest you can get. If it's 3:30 a.m. you gotta wake up at. You need to sleep. I appreciate the autoclave and the subscription, of course, though. Thank you for that, Rip. Work shift starts at 5 a.m. My goodness. I am in a very thankful position where I don't really have to wake up. Like, I get to do that traditional 9 to 5, and I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't get that kind of goodness gracious, like 9 to 5, and that's it. But even then, it's still tiring. But I can't imagine 5 a.m. My new bedtime isn't for another 1.5 hours. Okay. 1.5 hours. Okay. 9 to 5, 5 to 3 p.m., 10 hours. Ugh. I already feel like when I do my 9 to 5, and I work from home, mind you, I already feel like, oh gosh, I am so exhausted. My brain's tired. I'm socially tired. I don't want to do anything. I end up like couch potatoing for so long just to recover from speaking and thinking for 8 hours. Yeah, 10 hours? 10 hours might drive me insane. When I was in grad school and I had to do like question mark hours because there was no actually set hours. It was just based on what I needed to get done. I was truly insane. Truly could not handle myself. This other work volunteer assignment, I work 550 hours. Anything over 40 is an hour. So I get 10 hours over a week. 10 hours overtime a week, 20 a pay period. My goodness. That is so many hours. Get the bag, Rip. Get the bag, but also, you know, take care of yourself. I don't think I can do any of that kind of stuff anymore. After grad school and when I had hours like 9 a.m. to 9 a.m., like where I worked literally 24-hour shifts, I don't ever want to go back to that. Obviously, at least you're getting compensated well. I was not getting compensated at, like... I was getting compensated, like, my stipend was, like, in grad school, what was it, like, 40K? Which is better than most grad school PhD programs. I know a lot of them are in the like 20K range, but it's barely anything when you consider the big city I was living in. I want a new car. I'm sure with all this hard work, your new car will be coming soon. I believe. You know, speaking of work, the work we've been doing at the work when I'm not bacteriaing it up, it's been so intense. There's just been so much things I have to think about. My brain actually gets so fried lately. That's one of the reasons it's been so hard to find time to stream. When I have my little brain is fried from thinking about some complex science topics for hours and hours, and then talking to people going like, I don't really understand this work, can you explain this work to me? And then they explain it for hours and I go, okay, I still don't really understand it, and I don't even think you understand it that well either, Mr. Expert. And doing that for 5 days a week for hours really gets the brain mashed, and it's not in a fun way. So currently just trying to take it easy, since until the time comes where the work gets a little easier. But I don't know when that might be. The very least, I think we might be pivoting more towards some videos. I want to do some long form videos. I know I usually do shorts, but I want to do some long form video recording and scripting soon. Just because if I don't have time to stream, I have a lot of fun little research articles I've been reading and like things I've been thinking about in the science world. And I've also gotten some fun comments about what people would like to see talked about. And so I want to do that, but it's kind of hard to fit a lot of the things I want to talk about are kind of hard to fit into the 1 minute short duration. So maybe I'll script up some long form videos. And by long form, it's probably gonna be like 5 minutes max, 5 to 10 minutes. That will have to fill the gap of Nico dosage when I can't stream as often. And that's kind of... Oh, thank you for the sub, Grand 9 month. Wow. Thank you. Appreciate that. I talked a little bit about this on this Discord and also on Twitter. Oh, I won't be a long run. My parents are taking me to Waffle House and I love Waffle House. Oh, have fun! Waffle House, delicious times. Don't get into any fights. That's all I hear Waffle House is about. That's literally the only time I've heard about a Waffle House in the internet, is people saying that's where fights happen. The most unhinged people are there. I'm sure you won't get into a fight. I'm sure you'll be fine. There was some really cool microbiology research I want to do some talks about on a video. And then there's also, someone gave me a fun idea. I recently posted a short on science and uncertainty, and someone said, oh, you should talk about the publisher perish mentality. And I was like, that's a good idea. But then I was like, I could do a 1 minute short, and I could also talk about this a lot because I hate the publisher perish mentality. It's like one of the worst problems in academia. So I want to do something on that. Surprisingly, that happened the ones I've been to. At least I haven't seen that one. That's good. That's good. Seeing fights in public, it's like one of the worst things. I don't know how many fights you guys have seen in public, but when I was growing up in my city, I would see so many fights, and it'd be the worst. I just have to go like, move it along, guys. And you also have to be worried if they have like actual weapons. That's like an actual concern. You don't want to be in an area where a fight's happening. It's mostly Florida Waffle Houses that are most unhinged. Well, I guess everything unhinged is really usually in Florida, huh? When I was in high school, there would be so many fights just happening in the hallways or in classrooms, and it would just be like, can we move along? Can we just stop like throwing our fists at each other? Can we do something else? It just got to a point where I was so used to seeing it that it didn't faze me anymore. When I first saw fights, I would go like, oh my gosh, are they okay? But then at a certain point, like I think in my senior year, I said, gosh, I'm just trying to get to class. I'm just trying to learn here. Can you not? In middle school, I witnessed one fight in the hall. I took the long way to class. They're just so unhinged. Thankfully, I feel like it was safer seeing a fight in school compared to like seeing one in public because no one like would have weapons. It was hard to bring a weapon to school considering we had little metal detectors and they would pat us down and take everything from us. So it was thankfully they were just throwing fists, so no one was gonna get stabbed or anything. But fights, not fun. Don't fight, guys. Fighting, not good. Fighting, not good. What else? Oh, last week, I was invited to the VTuber STEM Symposium. If you guys didn't catch that, it was really fun. It was with a bunch of other STEM VTubers. It was a blast. It was kind of like, yeah, it was basically my first collab, and it was a really nice time. Highly recommend checking it out. Everyone had such cool topics. I talked about food microbiology, and there was topics about nursing as a STEM science, how to geology and pen, and also how the heart works. It was really cool. I didn't witness any fights besides that. I heard about one guy where he got suspended for punching. I was being racist, and my friend is mixed. Oh goodness, I feel like I rarely saw suspensions. Like the people that were fighting, I just saw them every day. So I guess they didn't have any consequences happen to them, or maybe they had in-school suspension. I guess in-school suspension would be more likely, considering they suspension at home is probably like a vacation for them. In-school suspension sounds not fun. Suspended in school, but then also you get to hang out. You get to hang out with your friends. So was it really that big of a punishment? The guy who got punched was just a very mean person, though. No one liked him because he was obnoxious from bat. That's fair, but also we can't just hit people we don't like. That's an important rule. We can't just hit people we don't like, even if they might sound like they deserve it. But no one deserves, you know, getting punched. Okay, I lied. I forgot I hiked like 2.5 or it just hit me how exhausted I am. I should get ready to rest, and you should go. Good night, Rip. Good night. Get a lot of rest. My friend got out of school suspension. Both got suspended. I never hit anyone. I feel... yeah, don't hit people. Don't hit people. Anyway, speaking about the VTuber Symposium, check it out. I will be making a video about it, just cutting my pieces, the introductions, and then my part of the video. That way, you know, you could watch it, since it's all in a VOD, like a hour-plus VOD, and you don't want to, if you don't want to scrub through it and find it, I will be putting my part up. It was, I really like doing that. I was thinking, like, man, I would love to do something else like that again. And then I guess, if I want to do something like else again, I should set one up myself. But maybe I will. Maybe I'll think about, like, setting up some kind of, like, VTuber STEM thing with a bunch of other STEM VTubers. It sounds fun to talk with the other ones. It was really fun to also just meet them. Like, I've known about a lot of those the people that I worked with in the symposium, but I never really got to talk to them like one-on-one, and like also in a voice chat. So it was really nice getting to know them. I kind of just want to like do another one just to meet more people. There's so many that follow me, and also I follow a lot of them, and then I should make friends. I should be friendly bacteria to other science people. It also motivated me to, like, I really want to get a paper, or I want to get a paper review paper or essay or commentary, I think it'll be hard to do an original article right now, original research, but I really want to get something submitted to a conference or journal and really motivate me like, oh my gosh, I really want to work on that. So I've been working on my drafts of that. It's so hard to get it started though. Nothing worse than starting a paper from scratch. I just have a bunch of bullet points and I was writing an introduction and abstract and I was like, oh gosh, seeing the blank piece of paper, blank document staring at you is... It gets so much more motivating when there's at least a little bit of words. I can understand, I think, why people, like, especially students, and maybe it's not even just students. I think a lot of people nowadays, especially what I hear at work, a lot of people turn to ChatGPT and Claude to, like, do work assignments, especially writing things, because it gives them something to jump off of. I can see why a lot of people do that, because it's so daunting sometimes when you have nothing. You have nothing to start off with. And it might make you feel better when you have at least paragraphs and paragraphs. I don't think it's great though. I think it's good to use that muscle, that little brain muscle that we don't get enough use out of, which is writing creatively and putting words together and ideas together. I think it's good to exercise that, even though it doesn't feel great and feels uncomfortable and feels like sucky to see a blank paper. Going to Waffle House now, see a bye, Gran. Have a good Waffle House experience. Don't get into fights. Bye, 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 bye. Yeah, I feel nowadays maybe it's like arguable, like if it's okay to use AI. I don't personally think it's great to just start. I think it's good to start from scratch, you know, as uncomfortable as it might be. It's hard to avoid AI nowadays, though. At my job, I am getting like told to use AI so often now. I have so much like pressure to go use AI, use ChatGPT, use Claude, use all of our new tools. It's hard to avoid that, and I'm sure a lot of other people are experiencing the same thing in their own jobs too. Probably not just me. It's probably worse if you're in a more technical job too. Like, I'm a writer and editor. I don't know how it might be if you're in any other position. Like, I can't imagine artist jobs right now. I feel like a lot of... Surely there's artist studios that are being told, how do we utilize AI into our pipelines? And it's always... I think it's very fascinating as someone who's pretty terminally... who's pretty terminally online. I think if you go on, like, a lot of social media and on Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, there's this sentiment of like anti-AI, anti-like generative AI, anti-just AI usage in general, especially when it comes from, I think, like, it's more of a Western, like, American perspective. I notice there's like a lot of that anti-AI sentiment, and you hear a lot of the same arguments too. But then I go into my workplace and no one really cares. It's a little funny seeing that dichotomy. Everyone just has a subscription to like every ChatGPT AI agent. It's very fascinating. It's very fascinating seeing that as someone who jumps from like online into, I would imagine this is like your average person. The average person's take on ChatGPT is it's so cool that it like writes their emails for them and they don't actually respond to any emails at all. And then I also wonder, why aren't you responding to my emails? Why do I have to tag you? Why do I have to bump you and nudge you every 3 days if you're gonna just use ChatGPT to respond to me anyway? Why isn't this supposed to speed up the process? No? Anyway. I do wonder when we might see a shift in AI sentiment online. Like right now, I think it's still overwhelmingly negative, and I think that's for good reason, especially when it comes to art and other creative aspects. I think it's understandable why AI has such a negative, like, so negative. Like, it appeared in like fan spaces and like really stepped on toes of creatives. I get why it like might feel that negativity online, but it's definitely got some applications in, like, I can't speak for everyone, but in the medical spaces, it's kind of been crazy. It's kind of had some crazy implications in helping with research and also parsing through huge amounts of data. Big data is like a big problem in research. We have so much data, and then nobody's doing anything with it. And AI is kind of nice for that. It's hard to have these discussions online, though. I think sometimes you might just talk about how you like AI, and you'll get labeled some not nice words. I don't even have any particular feelings one way or another, but I do know I end up using it a lot because I get told to do it. Okay, I feel like I've talked a lot about AI. What I also want to talk about was the research that I've been seeing lately. There has been some crazy microbiology and like basic biology research. It's been very cool to see. I was thinking of making, instead of like, usually I do one short at a time with like one paper equal one short. But after I've been reading a lot of science communication articles, trying to make sure that what I'm doing in science communication as a little teeny bacteria VTuber, I want to make sure it's up to the most professional standards, you know? And I feel like it's getting, I notice it is getting a lot harder to fit all the constraints of what makes good science communication fit into like a 1 minute neatly packed package, you know? It's very difficult. You have to trying to say all the authors' names, trying to bring in every bit of like context, background, and making sure the viewer doesn't come out of that little minute with feeling, I don't know, misguided, or they know where to go to if they want to ask more questions. It can be really difficult. Trying to be, as I get more cognizant of it, I go, oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't make shorts, or maybe I should make them longer. But then I know if I make them longer, the view time goes like, the viewership time goes insanely low. Even 1 minute, you know, it actually is pretty bad for my viewership retention. It's insane. I think my viewership is way better when my shorts are like 30 seconds, but it's actually impossible. There is like no way you can actually fit any scientific content that is not missing the picture in 30 seconds. It's really, really hard. Like, it had to be a really, really simple topic. But then it goes from like 100% of the video viewed into like 30% of the video viewed when you make it a minute. Wild stuff. It's so difficult to like put the balance of viewership and trying to be a responsible scientific communicator here. But maybe it's like one just has to always give, you know? And I would probably prefer that the science communication aspect doesn't give. I think that's kind of like the most... That might be like the most important aspect to not give if I want to be a scientific communicator. So that's also the reason why I was thinking of doing some more long form videos. My whole idea is it might lead to better scientific communication, and also I can probably talk more in depth about certain aspects of papers. Sometimes I really want to talk more about some of the authors. I think sometimes what my shorts have missed is I can't get into too much of the background story of how these papers came to be, because it's never just like a one-off paper, you know? It's like this is a paper that's kind of usually been developing for years and years. And I really like, for the Blebizome short, I really like that one, but I didn't even get to talk about the recent controversies. How there is another research group who identified likely the same organelle as the Blebizome, and they're calling it something else, and then they're calling the Blebizome paper only relevant in a certain niche of cancer biology, even though the Blebizome paper clearly said that it's not only for cancer biology. And so the girls are fighting. And I couldn't capture all, like, the Blebizome, understanding what the Blebizome is, and that in one short. What, you know how there's, like, drama VTubers? What about is there STEM drama VTubers? Like, who's covering the drama with redacted papers and researchers fighting each other over the originality of their projects? Where's that coverage? Where I need this niche filled. There probably is this. I'm sure if I, like, Google this, and there's some guy out there doing this in a podcast. Another thing I am wanting to work on that is not STEM related. I am getting together things to do a song cover. I'm hoping that can come out within the first half of this year. But it's gonna be a really simple song cover, and I don't really know, and I just need to figure out who I want to work with. I also probably put together a music video myself, and it's gonna be a very, very simple music video, but it'll be out there soon in quotation marks, because, like I said, I still have to get the things together. But it's been exciting working on, like, thinking about that and getting those things prepared. There's so many things I have getting prepared that I hope I can get out within the first half of this year. That's also, I think, a reason why maybe the streams might not be as frequent for this half of the year. Hoping the second half of the year might have more streams. But it's hard to make time for the projects when you're a one-man show and then also stream. And I like streaming. I like talking to people, and I also like yapping to myself, as I'm doing right now. I'm just, like, yapping and yapping and yapping. But it does take up time that I could have been spent doing other things. So I hate looking at time like that. I really don't like talking about, like, oh, I could have been doing XYZ instead of this in my 1 hour. Because reality is I probably wouldn't be doing XYZ. I'm not gonna say I would be doing a project right now. I probably would be relaxing and chilling and watching the TFT regionals if I wasn't streaming. But now it's more like, now my relaxing time and, like, chilling time is gonna be after the stream, and then I'm gonna have to move, the project time later, and then it just, like, it just all has to, like, fit in. I have some nerd gummy clusters that I found, and they're very delicious. Anyway, I really just wanted to stop by to say hi. I don't think I will be having a stream schedule next week. Actually, I should have one. I should have at least one stream on Saturday. I will be working on, like, a video instead. So I think that's about it for me. I am feeling a bit tired today. And also, I am, I'm quite, like, I did not get a lot of sleep. I was just berating. I was just lecturing Rip to get a lot of sleep, and then here I am. I went to bed at, like, 3 a.m. yesterday, and I'm so tired. And then I woke up at 11. I didn't even get to do my giant oversleep. I kept sleep. I woke up at my normal time, like I didn't go to bed at 3 a.m. Usually if I go to bed at 3 a.m., I'm waking up at, like, 2 p.m. I need 10 plus hours of sleep, or else I'm not functional. But because I didn't get to get that sleep now, I really hate that. Like, I can feel myself so tired, just so, like, brain dead. so slow. All day it's been kind of like eh. And that's why you should get enough sleep. Don't be like me. Don't be like me and get less than necessary. If it's not 8 hours of sleep, you get more. And don't drink coffee to stop yourself from being tired. It's not gonna do it. Don't do it. Just get the sleep. This is me yelling at myself to get the sleep. Anyway, that's mostly. Hasn't there been anything else in my life right now that's been interesting to bring up? There's just a lot of research papers, and I want to talk to you guys about it. But then, if I talk to you guys about it, then I won't have anything to. Then you'll know the videos that I'm making, and that's not as fun to see, you know. That can't be right. Waffle House is a bust. They literally didn't even notice walk in. They didn't even see us walk out when we got no service. They're knowing far better than this. It wasn't even. I know they got their short step, but they didn't even see us when we got up and left. Oh no! That was fast. I feel like that was such a. That was a fast bust. I'm sorry. That sucks. I've had experiences like that. There's a restaurant I went to nearby that I always heard really good things about, and I like. Sat down and everything, and like nobody like waited on me or noticed me or said anything to me, and I was like, am I invisible? Everything did I do something wrong? And I just like ended up getting up and leaving. We were there for like 5 minutes in the restaurant, but everything is in plain view. Oh, that is so lame. No delicious waffles and breakfast food? Oh, that sounds so tasty right now. They even talk to us or come see us? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's exactly the thing I experienced. And I was like, did I do something wrong? And I sat alone in a table for like 10 minutes. I don't know why I sat there. I sat there way too long. I wanted hash browns. I wanted a chicken cheese hash brown. Oh my gosh. That sounds delectable. Minus the cheese, but delectable. Maybe some lactose pills for me if I have that. Now I really... Oh, how could you do this to me? Now I really want breakfast. Like a breakfast meal for dinner. But I have leftovers. I need to be strong and eat the leftovers. I need to be strong and eat my leftover mashed potatoes and lamb. We're going to our favorite Mexican place instead. Oh, that's nice. At least you guys are going you're still going somewhere. Mexican sounds delicious too. I hope you have fun, Gren. Hopefully this restaurant actually takes care of you. Doesn't ignore you. Oh. I want to go out. Maybe I should. Not tonight. But I want to go to a sit-down restaurant this weekend. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll go sit down somewhere nice. I'm sure they will. Plus, you also have to go and they see you. Okay, that's good. Well, hopefully you and your family have a nice time there. Eat some delicious Mexican food. Mexican food is also tasty. My goodness, why is food just so delicious? There's so much delicious food out there. I think I'm really hungry. Fajitas time? I love fajitas so much. Even though they're such a, they're so showy-offy. At least every time I've ordered fajitas in a restaurant, they're on this huge sizzling plate, and everyone can see how hot and sizzling they are, and they're basically steaming and smoking up the whole place as the waitress is walking towards you. And it's like, who ordered the fajitas? I ordered the fajitas. They're delicious every time though. My favorite. I haven't been to a Mexican restaurant in so long. The only Mexican food I feel like I've eaten lately is burritos, burrito bowls, slop bowls. Chips and queso here are delicious. Why are like the chips and queso have always been my favorite. Can't eat the queso anymore, but I'll just eat a bunch of chips. Good salsa too? Oh, okay. Sometimes they don't have the good salsa. I've been to some places where the salsa is not very amazing. Sometimes the salsa feels a little not very fresh. God, I'm just hungry, and I think I probably need to end stream soon, because I know I'm very hungry, and as I'm sitting here, and you're talking to me about all this delicious food, goodbye, Gran, bye, Gran, bye, Gran, have a good time. As I'm thinking about all this delicious food, I'm just snacking on my nerd gummy clusters, and going, man, I wish I was eating a meal. Nerd gummy clusters are not a meal. As much as I want to believe that they can be a substitute to a meal, but they are very tasty. Sorry, I got lost in my nerd gummy cluster thoughts. Another thing I want to work on. There's a lot I have planned for the summer, especially because I'm hoping the summer will be where I'm free to stream, and I want to do my debut, like a debut stream there. I'd like to debut a model, maybe a model or two. So I'm hoping I can really sit down and work on those things. It's a good time to do it if I'm already too busy to stream, like sit down and stream also. I do like streaming though. I will it's gonna be sad to not be able to stream that often for a few months, because I probably will be able to say hi once a month or so. But of course you guys can still talk to me in the Discord and all that. And, you know, I'll be uploading videos. You guys won't forget me. I'll be here teaching all you guys what I'm saying and how things are going. Streaming just doesn't take a lot of energy out of me. And unfortunately, I think it's like, you know, I always think about that Ludwig video of him trying to stream to, like, on a new account and try and figure out how long it's going to take to get, like, a viewer and a chatter. It's unfortunately, streaming is like not the most lucrative time spent when it comes to trying to help with my growth, so to say. I would probably be better off spending the time making some YouTube videos and videos on platforms. I am thinking of starting maybe soon on multi-streaming on YouTube, since I have quite a good amount of traction on there now compared to like Twitch. Twitch is just so unfortunately sad when it comes to like discovery. It's just rough. There's not much, like, it's hard to get your eyes on you. But it's not I don't let it deter me, at least. I just know, like, maybe I just know that I can probably be better off with, like, videos for right now. But I do like streaming. Am I being deterred? If I'm being told, if I say I'm better off doing videos, maybe I am being deterred. Either way, I will stream when I can, but I think I have a lot more videos coming in the works. Anyway, I think I will be calling it here. Thank you guys for hanging out for just a little bit even. I appreciate that. I love talking to all of you guys, and you know, you can on the Discord, on social media, and, anywhere. You can DM me. I'll talk to you. Anyway, thank you guys. I will be back. Maybe next Saturday. I will let you guys know on Discord. But thank you. Bye, 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 bye.